welcome to That's How Joy Sees It. Now this is another episode, and as we hold Hey my lovers, hello and welcome to That's How Joy Sees It. And as you can see from the topic, today we're going to be talking about ways where we should apply to mend our relationships. Things we need to stop doing, things we need to start doing, just things we need to be doing to spice up our relationship and to make sure it works. And with me today, I have a couple of things I feel like, from my own point of view, these are the things we need to stop doing. Few of them, not all of them, but this would help. And we'll start from the first item on my list. I feel like to begin with, number one thing you need to stop doing in your relationship is overthinking. Do they love me? Do you love me? Do you still have feelings for me? What's wrong with us? I keep saying us today. But what's wrong with us? What is going on in our relationship? Like, you keep overthinking instead of you communicating, asking your partner what is wrong, or what you feel like should be solved, or what you feel like he or she is doing wrong. Instead, you overthink things. Like, you keep asking him, do you still love me? Are we still okay? Like, you somehow they give you partner burden. Like, if the question keeps coming to him or her, you're questioning their feelings for you. They also have this mixed feelings. Like, if she's asking me this question or if he's asking me this question, does it mean that he or she is doing something that I should be paying attention to? Is something wrong? And with all this stress you give them, so that is one thing you need to stop doing, overthinking. And secondly, less than perfect. Now, what I noticed is that a number of us always have this picture in our head that this is the perfect person I want. Now, the man I want in my life should be tall, should be smart, should know left to right, should know good to bad. We always don't get this perfect picture in our head that this is the ideal man. And this is one thing that spoils our relationship, because if we date someone and they don't live up to our expectations, we feel like he's not perfect, he's not the one for me. So take that picture out of your head and learn how to fall in love with somebody, and learn how to fall in love with your insecurities of the whatever wrong. And so the third reason why we ruin our relationships, it's their fault. We fight to be right, we don't fight to resolve things. We make our arguments black and white, points black. He's wrong, I'm right, there's nothing you can do about it. There's no way we can settle this. He's wrong, he was wrong, I am right. It could be wrong. Yes, what they did can be wrong at some point, but have you thought about it that maybe they made a mistake? I don't think your boyfriend or girlfriend or your husband or wife will just sit and say, oh, I'm going to cheat on her, or I'm going to cheat on him so I can hurt him. I really want to make him cry, I really want to make her cry. You just think about it as a mistake instead of you just having this one-sided thoughts to things that if he did this, he's wrong, I am right. We're not fixing it, we're not talking about it. Sometimes we just argue to be right. We argue to be right instead of us solving the problem, instead of us bringing, like, this is your problem and this is how we should solve it, or this is the problem in our relationship and this is how we should solve it. So, to my point of view though, you guys, you need to stop bringing the fault on your partner. Sometimes take the blame. Yeah, babe, you did this wrong, but I understand, it's my fault. If I had done this the right way, if I had done this the way you wanted it, I wouldn't have pushed you to that side. So that's the third part. And then the fourth part is labeling our partner. Like, this one kills my vibe. It kills my vibe. I've been through it. It kills my vibe. Labeling your partner is like you telling your partner you are lazy, instead of you saying this is what you should have done. Now, because you didn't do this, it came out wrong. Instead, you just label them, you are lazy. My boyfriend once told me, you are not a wife material. Honey, boo boo, we're finding a wife material for you. Tell me, this is what I expected you to do, this is what I wanted you to do, instead of you just telling me you are not a wife material, you will not make a good wife material. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Tell them that this is the wrong and this is the right. This is what I think would work out. This is where you're lacking and this is how we can fix it together. Love doesn't just come. Relationship doesn't just work itself out. You guys need to communicate and work it out. Don't label your partner. I don't know how to emphasize this because it really pisses me off. So let's just go directly, straightly to the 5th opinion on how I think we ruin our relationship. And the 5th one is taking your partner for granted. A lot of people do that. We take our partners for granted. We take a lot of things for granted. Like your girlfriend would do something that came from her heart and she feels like it was from her heart. She wanted to impress you. She wanted to make you happy, not really impress you. But then you take them for granted. Guys really tell females that you females are extra. What do you mean we're extra? We're trying to, like, do you know females? If you really know females and you have one that really loves you with no boundary, with no condition, and you call that being extra, you need to search yourself. You need to ask yourself questions. Do not learn to take your partners for granted. Oh, he loves me, so I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. I know he's gonna come back anyways. He'll one day leave. That is like you giving your relationship a slow poison. Because my boyfriend loves me, I'm gonna do whatever anyways. If I tell him sorry, he's going to be okay with it. It's a slow poison to your relationship, trust me. Do not learn to take your partner for granted. And so we go to the 6th opinion, and this is going silent and storming off. Like, sometimes I was like that some time ago. Like, each time we have an argument or you do something wrong, that is like, it was so me. Like, I'll just literally just go silent. Like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine, whatever. I feel like in my heart I tell myself that I'll just leave it inside until it fades off. It never fades though. It never fades. It makes them just go off track because they feel like they're not doing their best. They need to do more, and this more thing they need to do, they don't know because you do not communicate. We always we just keep quiet. We ghost out to the problems. We don't communicate. Like, communication is very, very vital in relationships. In every relationship, apparently, it's not just having your boyfriend or girlfriend. In every relationship you have with anybody, you should learn how to communicate. You don't just go silent and storm off, like just disappear, and then when you feel like, okay, I'm okay, we can continue, and then you show back. You don't just keep going and coming, you don't just keep going and coming anytime you feel like. Talk about it. Don't go silent. Don't keep quiet. Just talk about it and make this work. And now to the final opinion on how I feel like you ruin your own relationship with your own hands. You use your hands to ruin your relationship. We vent to our friends a lot. We tell our friends things a lot. Have you thought about, what if I tell my boyfriend or my girlfriend that this is your problem and this is what you've done? Instead of telling our friends, have you thought about the changes that would make? Like, if he does something wrong to you, the next thing is calling your friend like, this and that is what he just did to me. Oh, I'm so mad. Oh, he could have just done this. Oh, he could have just like, have you thought about telling your boyfriend or your girlfriend like, this is what you just did, I don't like it, don't ever do it again? Tell him what you hate. Tell her what you do not like that she does. But we most of the times just talk to our friends, and sometimes we get the worst advices. Talk to your boyfriend instead of telling your friends. Talk to your girlfriend instead of venting to your friends about it. They don't care. They don't really care. They don't really care. Most of the times they don't. Learn how to speak, communicate, talk to your partner. Speak, communicate, talk. These are all the same things. It just comes in different languages, different words, so you know how important it is to really communicate to your partner. But guys, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment on the comment section what you liked about this video and topics you'd want me to talk about in the next videos. Again, please subscribe, and thank you for viewing my video. And this is how Joy sees it.